My name is Zurayk. I'm the HR manager here in Government Riyadh. I'll be conducting the interview with you today.
Okay.
So what's your position that you apply to?
I'm a receptionist.
Have a seat. Hello and welcome to Government Riyadh. Mr. Al-Otaibi, my name is Ahmed. Let's conduct this interview. Okay, so what can you tell me about yourself?
Well, I'm a bachelor's degree student at the University of Paris Migrant, majoring in international hospitality management. I also have 5 years experience at Pullman Hotel in Medina as a full-time receptionist. I'm a cheerful and trustful person, and in my spare time, I like socializing with my friends and family. Also, I like to do the work perfectly, and I pay great attention to small details. And also, I'm a kind of numerate person, which helped me a lot in dealing with cash during my last job.
Well, that's great to hear. So, what can you tell me about your greatest achievements?
Well, I'm most proud of the fact that I was selected as the Employee of the Month 3 times in a row during my last job. I show commitment, and I showed also, other than commitment, discipline. And at that time also I was a full-time student, and my time management skills and my ability to work under pressure helped me a lot to exceed in both my studies and my work.
Oh, that's great. So you mentioned that you worked and you studied at the same time. Did this affect your GPA, and what was your GPA at that time?
Well, as I mentioned before, I was able to work under pressure, and also I have great time management skills. So my GPA was high, and I believe it was between 3.8 and 3.9 out of 4.
Well, that's very great to hear. So, why do you think you want to work here?
Well, I want to work at Fairmont Hotel in Riyadh for several reasons. Reason number one, from what I heard, the culture here is supporting, and the culture here is positive, and I want to work in a culture that is encouraging me to make the most out of me. The reason number two is, from what I heard also, the culture here is team-oriented culture, and everyone is supporting the other. And of course, you have a professional managers, professional supervisor, and the most important, professional employees who will support me, and I will support them in the future. The third reason is because I want a long-term job. So I want to work at Fairmont Hotel in Riyadh, who will makes the most of my hospitality skills, qualifications, and support me to progress in this job.
Well, that's great. So, what is your ideal job?
I believe, as I mentioned before, the ideal job is the job where the environment is team-oriented, supportive, positive, progressive, and push their employees to make the most out of them. So basically, I believe that a core company, which include Fairmont Hotel, is this company which support their employees and progress them to receive high level of commitment and professionalism.
So, we have saw your CV and resume. Why do you think we should hire you?
Well, I believe you should hire me for several reasons. Reason number one, I was highly committed during my last job, and I received many appraisals from my superiors. Reason number two, I have high qualification. I'm studying, as I mentioned, international hospitality management, which cooperates with EHL Hospitality Business School. You may know, of course, you know that EHL is the best hospitality school in the world, and this qualification will help me a lot in operation and in management positions.
Well, that's great. You're coming from a great school. So, where do you see yourself, let's say, in 5 years?
Well, perhaps the most important reason why I chose your hotel It's because of unique reputation of this hotel. And of course, I want to work in an environment that's supportive, as I mentioned before, and I believe your managers and supervisors are professional and will experience, and I will learn a lot from them. And as a receptionist, I always plan to be in a management position in a 5-star hotel within 5 years. So beside that, I also work on myself. Beside my studies and my internships, I just received the hospitality service professional certificate from a well-known association which is American Hotel and Lodging Association.
Wow. So, what do you think is your weakness?
My weaknesses, I basically mentioned it before. I'm a perfectionist and I like to do the work perfectly, and I pay great attention to every and each small details, and this usually makes my work delayed. However, with the help of the continuous training, I was able to solve this problem and now become efficient person. So I do the work in the time and I do the work perfectly, and these techniques and this training helped me a lot to overcome this problem.
So, do you have any plans to continue your studies or aim for a higher education, like a master's degree or?
I'm interested in advancing my career with a solid organization like a core company. However, if I see the need to pursue a higher education, I would plan to take it after 3 or 4 years.
Let's say you have started working with us and we needed you to relocate or travel to another location. Are you willing to do it?
Well, I'm interested in your hotel, as I mentioned before, in your company, and I'm open to relocate. So would it be here in Saudi Arabia or are we talking international?
Let's say internationally. Are you willing to do it?
Unfortunately, I'm unable to relocate internationally. However, if things change in future, I may reconsider it.
That's great. Thank you, Mr. Al-Otaibi. This is the end of our interview today, and thank you for coming to Vermont Hotel and meeting us on time. This is showing your professionalism.
Thank you.
So, do you have any last questions for me?
Well, I have a question. Could you please tell me what are the advantages of working here in Vermont Hotel?
Yeah, of course. So, as you know, Vermont Hotel or Accor company is an international company. It's a French company that provides a lot of great service and deals with a lot of VIP guests. So, you said previously that you want to get the highest of your hospitality skills, and I think meeting VIP guests and dealing with VIP guests, this will help you reach your goal. Also, there's other benefits like insurance and, of course, any good benefits with the company that you will have. So I believe that we will be able to achieve your goals and you will be able to reach your highest potentials with us.
Okay. So, what time you expect to send me an email, whether you accept me or hopefully not accept me?
Well, we have a lot of applicants right now. And to be honest, I am impressed with you. And I don't think that we will take a lot of time, maybe 2 weeks maximum, and we will reach by email. And hopefully you will get the job.
Thank you, Mr. Brandon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, I believe you are Mr. Al-Otaibi, right?
Yeah, my name is Ahmed. That's right.
Okay, so I will be conducting the interview with you in this office.
Just to make sure, I'm here for the food and beverage internship training.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So please proceed.
Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Al-Otaibi, and welcome again to Hayat Riyas.
Hello, Mr. Al-Otaibi. It is nice to be here.
Thank you. So let's begin our interview.
Yeah, of course.
So could you please talk more about yourself?
Yeah, of course. My name is Ahmed Saud Al-Waili. I'm from Medina, Saudi Arabia. I am an international hospitality management student studying at the University of Prince Mehmed. I am in my sophomore year, and a fact about the university, it's an associate member with the École Hôtelière de Lausanne, which is one of the prestigious universities and colleges in the world. And I think this has given me a great advantage in this hospitality field, because I have studied a lot of courses that relate to this internship.
Nice. So it is indeed one of the best, if not the best, university in the world. So could you please talk more about your achievements?
Yeah, of course. In December 2021, I had worked in the Formula One events, and it was one of the biggest events that I worked in and experienced. In this event, we had 2 weeks, week for preparation and week for the actual events. We have operated in a pop-up restaurant, which is a temporary restaurant. And in pop-up restaurants, it's not ready. You need to prepare it from zero and for the opening. So I helped my CBT and my executive chef and my sous chef to prepare the restaurant. And especially the pastry department, because I was a pastry chef trainee, and I helped my CBT chef department to help them prepare the department for the actual operation. And the biggest achievement here for me is I was able to work under pressure and maintain a great attitude and being calm and ready and didn't get anything wrong, since it was my first time working in such an event. So this was a very great experience for me.
Interesting. So why do you want to take the internship here in our hotel at Regency?
Well, the biggest factor that I put in mind while looking for a hotel was the factor of guest experience and guest satisfaction. If I remember what I was saying. So while I was looking for, I saw first thing I saw your job advertisement Indeed, and after showing the job advertisement and seeing if, that I have fulfilled all the qualifications, I have started reading the review and started reading what guests have experienced here. And to be honest, it was a great review, and the guests really loved staying here and loved the hotel. And I believe that since hospitality is revolving all around the guests and guest experience, I guess this is the biggest factor that made me choose your hotel, because I want to be to learn as much as possible and meet as much as possible people, and I think your hotel will provide that for me.
So you described your previous experience very well. Could you now please describe what is your ideal job?
Yeah, of course. I'm a really practical person. I don't like just to sit around and do more. Although I would do it and I can do it, but I would love to be more involved in the operation, more involved in the day-to-day operation, and to meet guests, see guest feedback, and work on guest feedback, and see what the guests would like me to do. And I want to help the hotel and help myself to reach maximum guest satisfaction, to learn as much as possible from this, institution.
Okay, Mr. Roy. What I can see from your resume, it's actually interesting resume. But could you please give me reasons why should we hire you?
Yes, of course. I am a person who is passionate about learning, first of all. and I think this made me want to do the hard work and willing to go to any effort to learn. And I think this had made me really great at committing to the work and be more disciplined and professionalism, and made me great with the dealing with the guests and dealing with the daily operation. And I think this is the core thing that will make me more suitable for your position.
Okay. So as I can see from your resume, you are still a student,
Yeah.
as you told me, of course. So you are now in 2022. Where do you see yourself in 2027?
2027. In 2027, I think I have been graduated for 3 years, I think, and so I think I will be working at this time, hopefully at one of Hyatt Regency hotels. And to be honest, my next goal after the bachelor degree is a master's degree. But I won't pursue the master's degree until I work for 3 to 5 years at least, so I can, because I know that real life is different from textbooks. So I want to, in these 5 years, gain as much experience and as much exposure to the real world before I go to the master's degree. Because I believe that hospitality field is evolving, and I want to learn as much from it and get a certificate of that.
Okay. So, Mr. Al-Otaibi, what are your weaknesses?
What are my weaknesses? I had a weakness, and I still have it a little bit. I am a shy person, and I don't socialize a lot, to be honest. And this has made a poor connection between me and my colleagues in previous roles. But I have worked. I am working on it. I'm starting to get myself out in the world and seeing and meeting people, and to fix this weakness. But also this weakness has given me some good advantage, that when I work, I really focus on the work, because I'm shy and I don't like to socialize, so I really try to work and finish my job as good as possible, as great as possible, and do the best effort that I can in my job.
Okay. So you mentioned before that you worked in Formula One event, and I know from my experience that this season event or this season events are tremendous pressure to work in it. So could you please describe me, how do you work under this pressure?
Yeah, I believe that when working under pressure, the best thing to do is teamwork and coordinate with your department or with your colleagues. Because hospitality is a team effort. You can't do everything by yourself. And this would make the pressure even harder. When you have pressure and you distribute the work effort between your colleagues, between the department, everyone will be able to conduct his work in the fullest way and in a great way that it won't affect the quality of the work, even during pressure. The guest will still feel like he is the priority for me, even though there's a lot of guests. But while coordinating, this will help us to deal with pressure, also maintaining the quality, and have a great experience and satisfied guests.
All right, Mr. Roy. So you are now, as I can see from your CV, you are a second-year student.
Yeah.
You are expected to be graduated in 2024.
Yeah.
So do you have any plan for advanced degree?
Yeah, hopefully I will pursue master's degree, because as I said, I am very passionate for learning and getting more knowledgeable about this field, because I believe that it's an evolving field, because people will change, trends will change, and the world is changing. Now is faster than ever. So I believe that when I study the masters, I will study something that I never learned, even though maybe I have been working for 5 years. There's things that I didn't see and I didn't anticipate that I would study and will help me to apply it to the real world and help me achieve my big dream, which is owning my own hotel.
Okay, Mr. Wali, thank you. This is it for our interview. This is it from my side. If you have any question or any inquiry, I'm glad to listen.
Well, thank you, Mr. Al-Otaibi. I just have one question.
Of course.
What is the day-to-day operation for an inter student, and am I going to be able to visit all the departments from the kitchen to the service to the cafe during my internship?
Of course, as F&B intern, you will have the chance to work in the combination of management and operational internship. So for the operational internship, you will work as a server, you will work as a cook, you will work as a reception in F&B outlets. For the management internship, you will work with the executive chef, you will work with the F&B manager and F&B coordinators, and I believe and I'm certain you will get a lot from this internship.
Well, that's great to hear. Thank you, Mr. Al-Otaibi, and really it was nice to be here and see the hotel in real life and meeting you.
Okay, thank you. We will contact you soon. We will send you an email during this week.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Al-Otaibi.